Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Tiffany Lucky, and before I get started with introducing the last speaker on today's agenda, let's give another round of applause for the first two presenters. The last speaker that we have is none other than Dr. Tisha Isler. Welcome, Tisha.
I have learned so much from these two ladies in this short time. So I hope you get some nuggets from me that you can use, but I'm so excited. And I do want to tell you, I do have my books here, so if you want to purchase, they're here, okay? Look, I told myself when I started my business, I wanted a product because my business is Believe I Can Learn. So I needed a product to go along with my consulting business, and so that's why I wrote the book. And basically, the book is named Believe I Can Learn, Uncover the Truth About My Journey. But a lot of times, everything is connected to Believe I Can Learn. The web page connected to Believe I Can Learn because I want people to know exactly what my business is all about. And that's just one business because I have several. And the reason why I have several, because one business tip I want to give you is think about multiple streams of income. How can I get money from other places, not just one source? So I'm a content creator. That's one way I bring money in every month. I'm a consultant. I negotiate my price. If you can go to my website, believeIcanlearn.com. And I created my own website. That's why I'm asking them about who created theirs, because I'm like, I can use them too. A lot of times I do I do all my business stuff myself. Like I create and do all those things because I love to create. I don't know if you know that, but I love creating things. I love putting things together. It's fun for me. It doesn't feel like a job. So that's why I do stuff like that. And I created using Weebly, and basically from Weebly, I bought the site. Like, I basically bought the site. So now if you put in believeIcanlearn.com, it goes straight to my website. And it tells about my professional development, my calls. It gives you some information. You notice that I haven't updated it in a while. It's time. But the reason why I don't update it, because of the fact that with my job, it's so demanding. I'm the executive director of human resources in Richmond County. So I really do not have time to consult because I work 12 months, 8 to 5, and I just don't have the time. So and I have to have time for my family. It's a must, it's a priority. But I've been in business over 10 years, so just imagine when I finish my 6 years doing my main job, I can really give my all to my business. So I'm really, really excited about that, really excited about it. That's why I don't want to stop advertising, stop doing the things, because I love business. I love everything about business. I think I actually rubbed off on my daughter. She's actually at UNC Charlotte, and she's studying business management. And she has an LLC destined for luxury. And so basically from her LLC, I did sole proprietor because of the fact that I have my main job. And so what I do is all my stuff inside of my my tax information, my personal social security number and everything, but I'm fine with that because of the fact that I'm not all in. Now I'm gonna tell you, when I'm all in, after I retire, I'm getting an LLC and everything. I'm going all the way. So just know it does matter about what you really want.
She gave that sheet that talks about them.
Yes, the different types. Yeah, so please look at that sheet, look at the pros and cons about businesses, different types of businesses, because you have to decide which type of business you actually want. I still have Herbalife, my Herbalife site, so you can order from my site. I get random orders all the time, so that money comes in every so often, and I'll just say, ooh, I got a nice little, check. So seriously, whatever you're passionate about, my passion is helping others. I don't care if it's wellness, I don't care if it's leadership. I don't care if it's just one-on-one coaching you. I just like to help others. That gives me joy. So whenever you're thinking about a business, think about something that's gonna give you joy. Stuff that you like. You don't wanna feel like it's work. It shouldn't feel like work. It should feel like something that's bringing the best out of you. You were created to build, grow, and bless. Business is not just a hustle, it's a calling. It is a calling. Use it to create value, wealth, and legacy. And listen, think about that song, money, money, money. You know how some people say, I'm just getting into it for the money. You cannot get into it for the money, because guess what? The money is gonna come if that passion is there. People see you. People see you, and people want to help you, and they're gonna support you because they see that passion in you. So it's so important for you to realize that if you want to create a business, think about what you're passionate about. Adopt a stewardship mindset. To whom much is given, much will be required. You know that, Luke 12:48. Think long term. You're managing resources to build something that lasts. See money as a tool, not as a goal. Just remember that. It's so important. This is all about building economic wealth. Thinking about how can I be an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur. There's a lot of things that they already said that you have to really think about. Mentorship. Think about who can be my mentor. I don't have to do this alone. I do not have to do this alone. We have people that can help you along the way. I can help you. I mean, please, like I said, that's my passion, to help others. So if you need help, reach out. It's very important for you to think about marketing yourself, telling your story, solving problems. Think about the problems in this world and what can you do to solve problems but still stay in line with your passion. Because if you're in line with your passion, you're thinking about how I'm solving problems, you are really going to make a difference. And at the end of the day, you'll be happy with what you're doing. Start small, start now. She talked about that. Start small, start now. Do not despise these small beginnings. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait. Begin with what you have. Validate ideas with small launches and basically think about your target audience. They talked about women. Who are you trying to serve? I have several target audiences. Children, definitely. Y'all know I have a passion for kids, and I want them to get the best education possible. So that's one of my target audience. Parents. I'm like, y'all, parents have to do better. Like, you need to know what's going on in your child's life. That's a target audience for me. Educators, of course, teaching them because they're teaching our future. So, I have several. And then I do have a passion, of course, for women, just because, we need people to inspire us. Just continue to motivate us, continue to push us in the right direction. I'm telling you, it makes a difference. So lead with integrity. A good name is more desirable than great riches. My name matters to me. My name matters to me, and I'm really reflective of what I say on social media or what I say in public, because I don't want to come back and hurt me later on, because that is your brand. You are your brand. You are your brand. So you have to remember, lead with integrity. Master financial literacy. She talked about that a little bit too. Master financial literacy. You have to understand, budget wisely, separate business and personal income. Very important. My business account is at the Federal Credit Union. I don't have any other accounts there but that. The Believe I Can Learn is there. But I know it was important for me not to use my primary bank, Truist. It was important for me to have that separate, because I need to know what I'm bringing in for my business. And guess what? Right now, like I said, I'm not doing a lot of consulting, but I might have some purchases of my book, or I might have. It's important to just keep that money separate, because you want to make sure you're wise Budget wisely, you wanna make sure you're separating your personal income from your business income. Track every dollar. Every dollar. Avoid high interest debt. Please do not do that to yourself. Y'all, I am so quick to get a 0% credit card, APR. Like, I'm quick. If I see that, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. And then when I purchase stuff, guess what? I'm getting points for my purchases that I can use for my hotels, that I can use for my rentals. I mean, seriously, it makes a difference for you to look at what you're actually receiving. And those high interest cards, you don't want to go that way. High interest debt, you don't want to go that way. Be very mindful of financial literacy. They said so many things. I don't want to say things they already said because I know you got a lot of nuggets. I'm gonna give you a packet. This packet is basically just about my consulting business, and it talks about things that I actually offer. Like I said, my time right now is kind of crazy, so I can't do a lot of consulting unless it's on the weekend. I used to consult in the summer when I was 11 months, but now with me being 12 months and we have long days, the only time I can consult are on Fridays because in the summer we work 10-hour days, and then on Friday we're off. So I can do Fridays in the weekend, but that's it. But I do want you to have it because when I retire in 6 years, when I say I know for a fact I'm gonna be doing my business consistently all the time. And that's why I said those nuggets that I picked up from these two speakers, I'm gonna use that to continue to grow my business because I wanna be ready whenever it's time to really come out full throttle. Do y'all have any questions for me at all?
You did say you do what is it?
Grant writing?
Yeah.
Yes, I write grants. I actually help people. That's one of the things I help people write grants. If they ask me, I told you I help others. My target audience is really wide. So if that's something you're interested in, you just reach out to me. Now, like I said with my consulting business, everything is negotiated. Like our price, like for the grant writing. If you need me to write a grant, I'll tell you the price, and then you decide if you want to do it. And that's what I love about business. You make up your own prices. You make up your own prices. You are the business owner. So I love that. And a lot of times, like I said, I love to write anyway. So I don't look at that as like a job. I look at that as like something I love to do. So a lot of times when it's something like with grant writing, a lot of times I charge more just because of the time you have to put in it, and you have to make sure you're putting the correct words, keywords to kind of get that grant. So I'm very careful. And I realized, and guess what? I didn't even add grant writing until I secured $1 million grant for my school system. And when I did that, I was like, you know what? That need to be a part of what I do. So just know that was just, a lot of times you realize your passion and your skill based on things you're doing maybe in your full-time job or things you're doing outside of work. And you're like, wait a minute, I could do this and I can help somebody else. And then that becomes what? A business idea. So yes. Thank you. Any other questions?
Same question that we asked Felicia and Olive. Is there a resource that you would recommend to those of us who are?
Y'all, that's why I say I love YouTube. I am the YouTube queen, but I don't just go with one person. I basically go, I teach, like I'm personal development all the way. Like I'll find a book and I'll just listen to it, my audio book, I'll listen to it all the way from one destination to the next destination. Have y'all ever heard of 4D? Basically like the 4 Disciplines of Execution by Steve Covey and all. Oh my goodness. When I say that 4D, it helped me so much, but I'm just that type of person. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna always try to teach myself something. Like I wanna know more. I wanna know more, I wanna do more. So in order for me to do that, I gotta tap into people that has already done it before. So that's just I'm all over the place. That's why I was so excited to hear specific names, because I'm like, when I get home, I'm gonna make sure I Google search them and find that information, because it's important for you to learn. I'm a lifelong learner, always trying to grow, always trying to make myself better, because I'm not there yet. I'm never gonna be there yet. I'm always growing. So that's why I just tap into other people that's already done it and learn from them.
And I would say to both and to myself that, you know, sometimes we have to remember that cheaper, when you're pricing, cheaper doesn't necessarily mean
That's right.
that people can purchase your product.
That's right.
You need to put your price, because that's your worth.
That's your work.
That's your worth.
Yes.
And if you put, like my workshops, okay? Those workshops are gonna be priced because I have the intellectual knowledge. I went to school, I got a certification, I did the training. You learned to bake, you did your books. You need to price your product for its worth.
That's right. And I had to learn that the hard way, because I used to do like Believe I Can Learn camps for students, where I go and motivate them and encourage them and have them do it so they could do well on the end of grade test. And for that day service, I would charge $500. And then I found out that there's people that charge $2,000, $3,000 for a day.
Correct.
Seriously. And I was like, oh wow. I felt like I was doing real good with my price, you know, but seriously, you do have to make sure, and I think it's because I'm so passionate about it. I love it. And so a lot of times you think about pricing, you're like, okay, well, you know, I could do this for less because this is something I love. I don't have anything scheduled, but you do have to make sure your worth, based on your worth, you have the price based on your worth, even down to the fact that there's consultants that go into these schools and they get checks for $2,500 just to do a 4-hour workshop. And I might charge what, $150 for 2 hours, or you know, that kind of thing. People are really, based on your quality, people are paying a lot more. So when you say that price, they're like, wow. And that's why I say I negotiate pricing. I have to negotiate pricing, because at this point, if that weekend is special to me and I have something planned with my family or something else, I'm not either gonna do it or you're gonna pay for it. So seriously, it matters. So that's the joy about business, being able to really negotiate your worth and think about what you wanna price for the events that you have. All those things matter, especially if you are passionate about whatever business you're doing.
When you say pricing, you include everything like the supplies,
The
gas,
travel,
yeah.
yes, the printing of it, everything. Anytime I give a price, it's like the package. Me traveling to wherever you are, me doing the service, and even follow up. I used to do follow up with the service that I provide. Sometimes now with follow up, sometimes of course there's other fees with follow up, but it's important still to check in on the people that you provide a service for, because you want your name matters, your business matters, so you want to have a good reputation out there by providing a quality service.
And do you give them a contract?
I
What
do.
you gonna do? 'Cause sometimes
do.
when you do something for people, they want more than what.
Yes, I do. I don't want any question about what you're getting. You receive an invoice, you receive all the things, yes.
So that's why it's so important to, when people call for your service, it's important that you talk to them and find out exactly what they want, and then you can develop your contract. Like, Venetia said, you know, she has it done where people can say what they want, and then she generates the price based on what you want, and then you can decide if this is the product that I want and I'm willing to pay, or I may need to back off. Maybe I don't want a 2-tier, maybe I want a single tier, or something like that. But it's good to be upfront about your pricing. Now, started out, you know, I didn't get paid. You know, I go out and I'll speak. With my financial literacy, all those talks are free. I don't make any money going out and speaking to people about financial literacy, because our goal is to make sure that people understand about their money. So I'm not a salesperson when it comes to that. I'm just a campaigner. And so anybody that wants to listen, I'm gonna tell them.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Because we as a race and a community, we need to understand how to manage our money and what to do with our money.
That's right.
Right? So everything isn't necessarily
It's
about,
not about the
you know.
I'm telling you, the money comes.
And I just wanna say something too, please take advantage, of Wayne Community College. I can't stress that enough.
Yes.
I write grants, but I also have to market, the program that I run. And I reached out to, I just walked in and asked for someone who works in the marketing department. So, and I met this lady and she said, I described my need, and she sent my need to all the marketing instructors. And she emailed me some names, and it went from there, cause I like to step outside the box when marketing. We talk about social media all the time, YouTube, but this student gave me a list of places, because working with the senior population, they might not be social media savvy. You got to know your population.
Correct.
And you guys have been stressing that throughout the workshop today. But I'm telling you, that's a free opportunity. I just walked in, asked for somebody, she was really nice, and it went from there. I set up a Zoom meeting, but not only that, this student volunteered to come to Wages to assist me with any recruitment events as well. So I just wanna let you guys know, I took the grant writing bundle. I've been writing grants for a while. Actually, the grant, that was approved for Wages to receive federal funding to serve Wilson County, I wrote that grant, but I just wanted to enhance my grant writing skills. So I took a 3-course bundle at Wayne Community College, and I feel so much better taking that course.
Yeah.
So it's all about making sure you stay marketable as well. So you wanna market yourself too, you wanna enhance your skill sets so you can attract more clientele.
That's right.
That's the perfect commercial for what I was gonna say. Because I just wanted to leave you all with a couple of quick resources. For those that don't know, when I started working at Wayne Community College, I was the Small Business Center Director. Now I supervise that department, so I too help people start their own businesses, and so I am more than willing to help, provide some assistance whenever needed. But last month, I was fortunate to be able to host the Secretary of State on campus, and she met with small businesses in Wayne County and talked to them about their challenges. And so she has created a resource, and if you will look up Rural Rise NC, Rural, RURAL, Rise NC. It is a resource that the Secretary of State has created, and you can search by county the resources that you need for a business. So you can type in legal, and it pulls up all the legal folks in your county. You can type in marketing, it'll pull up resources in that county. And so I looked at it, and it is a great resource to have. So I wanted to share that with you all. And then, of course, the Small Business Center, each of our 58 community colleges in the state has a Small Business Center, and it's part of what we call the Small Business Center Network. And it provides free confidential business counseling to people that want to plan, start, and grow a business. And so anything you need as it relates to entrepreneurship, we're able to sit down with you. Our director does. He's not telling anybody your business idea or anything. It's free confidential counseling. It's helping point you to those resources. It's a wonderful secret, I guess you would say. Not enough people use that resource, but it is there, help you, connect you to all the things. And so I would challenge my sisters here, especially those of you that are in Wayne County. We have a partnership with the Chamber of Commerce called Launch Wayne. And we are helping businesses take their business to the next level. And it was Launch Goldsboro, but this year we made it Launch Wayne so we can include like Mount Olive and those things. So in the fall of the year, the cohort is in Goldsboro. In the spring of the year, it's in, I say that backwards. Spring of the year is in Goldsboro. Fall, it'll be in Mount Olive. So this fall's cohort will be in Mount Olive, but we are launching launching applications right now. And so if you are in business or thinking about starting a business or whatever that is, we work with you for 12 weeks. You participate in those free seminars that we have. Martin Brossman is one of those teachers that's there. And then we bring in experts to kind of help walk you through taking your business to the next level. At the end of that, we have a pitch competition where you can earn up to, win up to $5,000 for your business. So it's a great opportunity, just to network with other businesses, but then to get some kind of hands-on things to assist you. So I just wanted to share
That's
those.
awesome.
You guys have had that before in the past, but has it been on pause? I feel like I looked at it before, but.
Like I said, it was launch Goldsboro, and then last year we made it launch Wayne. So we just finished a cohort in May, and we're getting ready to start taking applications for the fall.
Well, thank you for sharing.
That's awesome.
Who is the director? Ms. Mo?
The current director is Esteban Guzman. He is from Mexico, but he is also an attorney, and so he is really wonderful with helping individuals with their business.
And I do, to end, I did publish this on Amazon. I did everything. I did the publishing and everything. But I do want you to know that on Amazon, this book is $25, and it's the same book, it's just paperback. And this one is $20, but today, 20 and 10. So if you want a book, if you haven't already purchased, please feel free to see me before you leave. Do y'all have any questions for us at all before we conclude with where we're ending now? Any questions? Thank you so much for coming.
Can we get a picture of our presenters together?
Oh, I think maybe I do.
I put it on.
Okay, call me back in,
I'm glad you approved my
make sure my page is right.
She called my name.
So that bundle.
Okay.
I know.
And it's easy to read anyway. It's easier to read. I really know.
And I called him on special.
Oh, yeah, that's
No, it's okay. This is just
She lives in Youngsville.
No, I don't. I work, but I'm the co-chair of the committee that hosts the workshop, so that's why. And I'm a member of the co-chair of the committee. Yeah, I'm a co-chair. Thank you. Nice meeting you as well. Thanks for coming. I be keeping up with the boys. They going there so fast. You remember her?
I'm